everybody.
Hello.
Welcome back to
back.
our show. Thank you for joining us today.
Yeah, thank you for joining us.
So today we're going to be talking about YouTube.
We are going to talk about YouTube. So as you've seen by the title, we are going to just be sharing some tips about starting a YouTube channel, or if you just want some tips, even if you've already started your channel. Now we're going to share these as, we've done YouTube for over 3 years and we've made a lot of mistakes.
Yeah.
A lot of mistakes with how we should make our videos, how we should do it, how it would help us. And we've gotten to a point where we kind of, we have some tips we're going to share. Of course, I mean, we're not, the perfect YouTubers. We don't have
we're still
all the
figuring
answers.
stuff out.
Yeah, right. We're not perfect. But these are just some things that have helped us along the way. And I just want to share it with you guys so that you can have a little better way to start off your channel than we had at the beginning of our channel.
Yes.
We're just going to be sharing some tips and some things that we've learned along the way that really helped us with our channel. And the first thing that's going to be a theme throughout all of this is make a plan before you start your channel. So this is just going to help you along the whole of your channel. And then we're going to get into more specifically how you can plan with different things. But just having a base to start off with your channel, what kind of channel you want to make, just to have a plan to know where you can go from there.
Right, just having an idea of what you want to do. So
Yeah.
to go along with that, a good idea is to make a list of videos and kind of plan out in advance what you're going to do. Because sometimes you can maybe have ideas and you put it all into one video and then you're like, oh, well now what?
Yeah.
So it's good to kind of have some good ideas and plan it out.
Have a good long list of what you want to do.
Yeah, and you start by making titles just so that you kind of have a general idea about what you're doing.
Yeah.
And then, you got to get specific. So if you're doing, a cooking channel, well, you're going to need food. And, what other stuff that would be involved with that. We've made the mistake of not planning.
Yes.
And then it gets to the week and we're like, well, what are we going to do?
Yeah, it's so good to have a list and to plan what you're going to make, because then you kind of lose out on having fun with making videos.
Yeah, it's not
you're stressing.
fun when you don't have a plan because you're
like, I gotta get the video out and I don't know what I'm doing. But so
and then it's more about having enough content and not the best content, which is you want good content,
right?
Not a ton of it. It also helps to film a few videos together so that you can focus on editing them, and then you can have a little bit of a break instead of doing it the night before and then you have to edit it all night.
Yeah.
Do a few and then you can have some time off.
Yeah, and that's a big mistake. Personally, I do all the editing for our videos and a lot of the planning, so it would stress me out so much because I'd have to get a video ready. I'm like, what am I doing? But now that I know, we have a season, each season has 20 episodes, so I'll plan out when the one season is ending, I'll start on the next one and have all my titles for that and just plan them out, so that really helps me a lot. So the next thing is, if you're getting your channel started, is to have a pleasing looking channel page that people are gonna like, just a fun looking page that is somewhat professional and really shows you. It doesn't have to be perfect, but it just shows what kind of channel you have and what people are what they should expect from you.
Right, because you only have a certain amount of seconds for people to decide if they're going to commit to you or not. If you don't have something eye-catching, they're just gonna leave.
Yeah, it's very low attention span for videos. So what you want to do is you want to get some, if you're in the videos, you want to get some pictures of yourself, in front of a green screen, or you could just do it in front of a wall with not a lot behind it, so you can get the background out and put that on your thing, and then you can just add some text, like subscribe, and then you should put some text of what you do, just not a whole lot of writing, but just some, I do DIYs or I do comedy sketches, whatever it is that you do, you just want to put it on your channel page so they know that. Yeah, and then also, if you have a logo for your channel, you can put that on there. And then what I like to use for the editing of, thumbnails and channel pages and stuff is it's called Be Funky. Most of it is free, or you can get Be Funky Plus, which I actually don't have because I don't need it. They have a lot of free stuff on there. It's a very good place to go, because a lot of times you go to a free thing and it's well, I didn't realize this is free. Yes, there's not a whole lot, but they have a lot to choose from. And then you also, for your channel, you can make a channel trailer. So that just goes in the front for people who aren't subscribed, so they see what your channel is. You kind of want to make it like a minute. If you want it pretty short and straight to the point, you know.
Again, you have a matter of seconds, so don't draw it out.
Right. So with that, you just want to, you know, say, you know, hey, this is what I do. I hope you enjoy. You know, just say what you make. Also, on your channel page, you can put like the dates of, you know, I upload every Saturday or this time of the month or whatever it is, you know, for them to know when you upload. So that's a good thing to start with, so people know, you know, they just gravitate towards it because it looks really nice.
Okay, so the next tip is to stay consistent. Viewers appreciate it when, if you know, are doing a YouTube channel, if you say you're gonna upload on a Wednesday, upload on a Wednesday. And know yourself. If you know there's no way you're gonna make a video every week, then make it every 2 weeks, make it once a month. You just have to do kind of what works best for you by looking at your schedule, and you know, you have to consider not just the time spent to film it, but to edit it and to reshoot things. So you have to be realistic about how long things are going to take. And then it's best to start out slower. Like, don't commit yourself to 3 videos a week. You're just starting, like, just kind of chill and go slower, and then you kind of get to learn your pace and what you can do. And it doesn't necessarily have to be once a week either, or even every 2 weeks. You could make it more random if you do have a random schedule, but you would just want to put that on your little trailer or whatever. So it just
do what works for you.
It works for you, and just always honestly assess how much time you can give to it.
So the next thing is you kind of want to have some structure to your videos. If you just whip out a camera and start filming, and you know, again, you don't have any planning, the video, it won't come off well to people. They will be more likely to click off, because for viewers, they get a nice, like, cozy and relaxed feeling when they know that they can tell that the person on the YouTube video really knows what they're doing, and they, you know, they have some sort of structure to their videos. So
yeah, it's good to test stuff before you just say, this is it, last shot.
Right. Again, you know, stay consistent with your videos. They don't have to be exactly the same each time, but you know, you could have a fun, you know, short segment within your videos, like we have the Taylor Treasure Box and the news. Or you could do something like testing, you know, a food you've never tried before, or you know, or you could you know, show a weird word and describe it to people, what it means in an entertaining way. Whatever you want to do, what works for you, just to have something for them to look forward to that they know is coming every week. So that's just something you can do. Even with vlogging, if you're a vlogger, I know that's, you know, less structured, but you could still have a certain way that you open it and a certain way that you end it, just to have, you know, like a show that you do, you know, not necessarily if you're not a show, but just to know that what to expect.
Okay, so that brings us to our next tip, which is to make sure that when you're doing this, it's something that you're interested in or that you love to do.
Definitely.
You want to make sure that, because it'll come off on camera if you truly are into this thing, or if you're really not. And you can just tell when you watch something. You can tell if somebody was just set in front of a camera and given a script, or if it's their passion and they love to do it.
Right.
And people like seeing the genuine parts of YouTubers, you know. Even if you maybe don't have super high quality, if they can tell that you're real, that'll draw people in, because people like things that are genuine. And it's also fun when you share things about yourself. I know for me, especially when we did this, I would always be like, no one wants to know that about me. Or no one cares about my life. And people actually do. Like, to throw in little fun facts or just stories about yourself.
And we've noticed that even if we think that it's probably boring since we've heard the story a million times, when we tell it, they're like, oh, that's really interesting. People like to know that they feel you more.
And that you're like another real person with like a real life. So, you know, it's kind of fun to throw that in there. It just will kind of make them feel like they get to know you a little bit better instead of just spewing out content.
Right. You know, and a big one for us is, you know, if you're making a YouTube channel, make sure that you have the right mindset going into it. Definitely do it because you enjoy it, because you love it, and there's something you want to share with people and you think it'd be really cool. Don't do it just to see the likes or the views, because, you know, honestly, I've gotten into that trap many times where I'm like making videos and I'm like, oh, you know, I want this one to get views, or I want this one to get likes.
Okay, what are the trends? We have to do what the trends are.
And you know, you just kind of lose, you know, that'll never make you happy, because you always want more views and more likes. Most videos, they don't really go viral, you know, so you have to know that. And
because you have to think about it, like, you have to build a strong base of people that want to watch what you're doing. A viral video, I mean, people watch it once and then that's it. So it went viral and it got a bunch of views, but not many people say, oh, I like this person, I'm gonna go to their their channel and subscribe.
Right,
Like,
because
that doesn't happen.
I've seen that a lot where it's like a video, it has like 25 million views, and then the person only has like 10,000 subscribers,
Yeah,
you know?
right.
So that is, you want to get genuine people who really want to watch your content, and, you know, just do it because you love it, not for the views, because that is just not a really good goal to have. And it, you know, it's not like you can't be excited when someone comments or likes, you know, that's fine, but just don't make that your main goal.
Yeah.
And also, you know, don't just follow the trends on YouTube. You know, if you see a trend going around, it's constantly going around. Like there was the twin swap or the fast food videos, or you know, all sorts of stuff.
Melting makeup. Why was that a thing?
Yeah. But you know, I mean, if you do see a trend that you're really interested in, yeah, go for it. You can make your own version of that video. But don't do it just because you think, you know, you're gonna get more views, because that is the trend right now.
You need to be a trend setter, my friend. You
yes.
need to be the one that they're all making videos from, because you came up with it.
All right. Yes. So just do what you're interested in. Focus on your channel, and don't look at the other stuff if you're not really interested in it. Stay with what you want to do, again, because people will know if you're genuine or not. You know, if you've watched our channel, you know we don't really do a whole lot of trends when it comes to YouTube. We might be done one or two.
I don't even know what the trends are. She said a couple things that were trends. I don't remember that because I don't really watch YouTube a whole lot. I'm one of those people. I have like my few people I subscribe to that I watch, and then I don't go to the homepage and just scroll. So I don't even know what the trends are.
Yeah, so I mean, we just follow what we are into and what we want to share with that week, and that's how we make our videos. And then also a big one, I'm sure you've heard this a million times, but we just wanted to put it out there, is don't use clickbait. I know it might be tempting because it's like, oh, if I put this here, people might click on it, but it's clickbait, and once they click on it, it will annoy people. It's like, oh, I wanted to see this and I didn't. This is a total fake.
Yeah.
And they're going to be less likely to subscribe to you if you're not being truthful with your videos, because that's not what they came for.
Another thing you can do is to involve your viewers. So, you know, you have some people that are watching you, then you can kind of start to get a feel for what they would like to see. So you can ask for video ideas, you can ask for questions, you could do a question and answer, or, you know, you could even do a giveaway after you have a few subscribers, even if it's just a few friends and your mom. I mean, and it's just good not to become disconnected from the viewers, because even though you can't see your viewers in person because this is the internet, but you know, you want to make sure that you're still involved with them, and you're listening to what they're saying. And it certainly can happen with YouTubers get really big. I mean, it's impossible to stay connected at that point, but you can tell even the bigger YouTubers, the ones that still care about their viewers and are gonna listen,
and then the ones that are just for the sponsorships and the money,
right? And then the other ones that are just in it for the money.
And honestly, it's fine if it's just your mom and your friends watching it. If you're enjoying it, that's all that matters,
right?
You know, and then they're enjoying it too. So
yeah, that's the main goal. And just, you know, putting out high quality things, so something that's well edited.
It doesn't have to be big production, just well quality. There's a difference between the two.
Yeah, and you can add throwing in fun music. You can try and cut out any unneeded footage, because again, you don't want to bore people. So cut out stuff you don't need. Making sure that you have nice text and pictures throughout your videos so that you're very clear about what you're talking about. Because if you start to confuse people, they'll be like, psh, I'm leaving.
We have to do that all the time, because if we didn't put pictures in of stuff, people wouldn't know what we're talking about.
Right. And don't overdo it with like special effects, like flying in this way and adding a sparkle here.
It gets, for me, like, especially when they do the real thing right now is the big like blow up faces and stuff. It's funny for a few times, but I've seen YouTubers that do it like every minute. It just gets annoying. It's too much.
Yeah, so don't overdo it.
Yeah.
And for editing, you recommend, because I never do any editing, but you recommend Filmora 9 as the editor. It's good for beginners, but it still will look like, I mean, our videos aren't bad.
We don't want to still look. We're not saying that our videos are perfect, but I'd say that they do give this program gives enough.
There's options.
Yeah,
so
it's
like
a lot of
when
options.
we do the news or something, like you have a little thing that can scroll, and you have so there's options.
It's not free, but it's only one-time payment, and then if you want like all the big, there's like more effects that are like animated effects. suppose you do have to do a monthly thing, but it's not that much. It's like $1 or something so often. It's not a whole lot, but
it's reasonable. And then another good thing to remember is the thumbnail, because that is the first thing that people see and it's going to draw them in. So you want to make it simple and to the point, but still add a little bit of, like, not just a picture. You want to add something to it so it'll draw people in. Just make sure don't put too much text, because people are not going to read it. They're very short attention
and it's hard
spans.
to see. And I've made that
We've
mistake.
done that.
Yeah.
Our original videos, there's so much going on. You're like, what?
It has to be simple, but it draws people in. But yeah, I did that. If you look at our videos, there's so many of them that you're like, too much going on. You don't need all that.
Yeah, because you just want to make sure for yourself too, what was the point of this video? There should only be 1 or 2 points, so just highlight that.
Yeah. Also, to mix it up if you want, you could have people in your videos. And I mean, it doesn't have to be famous people. You see YouTubers all the time having
have famous people on here all the time.
Oh no. So you watch a lot of YouTubers and they have famous people on. You don't need that. I mean, that's fine if you want to do that, but we're not big enough.
No famous people.
Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah. Bring them on. But we're not nearly big enough at all to have famous people on. So we just bring on our friends and our family, and that's what you can do.
And it's funny because these people are famous to other people. So it is like having someone famous on, because then all of their friends are like, oh, look, you're on there. Or like your family is like, oh, look, I'm on YouTube.
Yeah.
So it's like small fame.
Yeah.
Small fame for them.
Right. And so it's just as fun if you have your friends and family. We've had many friends and family on. You can look at our videos, and it's been a blast with them. And it's not only fun for the viewers to watch, it's a whole lot of fun for us and the guests, that we always have a great time. So that's a lot of fun. And it just mixes it up a little bit to have someone on. It's not saying you're boring or anything, but it's nice for people to see different people on your channel every now and then.
All right, so another thing you can do if you want to try and grow your audience is to be on social media platforms. That can really help. So Instagram, pretty much if you're a YouTuber, you have an Instagram. It's very picture oriented and it can draw people in, and you can throw in some behind the scenes pictures to get people excited for an episode. Then you can also throw on hashtags so that people will be able to find you. Again, it's you want to have that to draw people in, but you're trying to give something away to people that's nice.
Yeah.
Don't even think about it like you have to get these just to get people.
Yeah.
Like you want to be able to share something nice with them. So you want to have them in mind. What would the viewer like? Not because they're going to give you a view, but because you can give them some enjoyment.
And for us, I mean, again, our Instagram, there's not a whole lot of followers, but a lot of them are people we know, and they've really enjoyed
And they're
seeing...
loyal. They're not going to go anywhere.
Right, exactly. But most of them, we know them. But that's fine, because I think it's for them, they get to see a little bit more of our show and behind the scenes and stuff, and they really appreciate it, and they really, really enjoyed it. So that's really nice thing to do. So this one you can take as far as you can. A lot of people don't have a big budget. We don't even have a big budget. We just, all these videos we don't make any money off of them at all. These are just free. But it's nice to have an aesthetically pleasing look to your videos. It's good to have some good lighting or some good sound, a good camera, and a good background. Budget wise, with lighting, if you can't get actual lighting equipment, just film on a sunny day and film in front of a window so that that'll give enough natural light for you.
Yeah. Lighting is very key.
Oh yeah. For me, honestly, if I'm looking at videos, especially like how-tos, I'm more likely to stay at a video that looks a little bit more professional than, another video that's very dark and grainy and hard to hear, And it's not like you don't have to be big production and very professional. It's just you wanna make it look nice.
Use what you have.
Yeah, use what you have. And have a nice background, and stay, if you're a sit down video, try to be at the same place and put some nice stuff, like we have here. For sound, if you can't afford any sound equipment, just make sure to speak up and speak clear, because it bothers me sometimes. I'm like, wait, I gotta go back because I didn't hear what they said. What's going on there? Yeah. So just make it within, whatever budget you have. Try to make it as pleasing to people as you can. But if you are looking for some equipment that's not too incredibly expensive, all our links are down below for everything we use for sound, for camera, for lights. You can look this up. It's really not too much. If you get it all at once, yeah, but maybe just start with certain stuff and that you need the most. And again, we're not the perfect channel. We can always get better on what we do, but we wanted to share share some things that have really helped us through our channel. Hopefully you've enjoyed these videos that we've made. And again, it's not about the views. It's about, you know, just having fun and putting something out there, good quality for people to see.
With people.
Yeah, you know, and we not only do this for ourselves because we enjoy it, we do it for other people because, you know, they enjoy it. Yeah, so those are just some tips for you guys. And then we could even go into this more for certain things if you'd like us to make more videos about tips, you know, about just the lighting or editing or whatever, what you want us to do. And now it is time for the news.
Early this morning, a number of donuts were taken into custody due to leaving their residence completely exposed. Apparently, these rebellious donuts only dressed in a very thin layer of glaze and decided against wearing their icing and sprinkles.
And now we report that an itsy-bitsy spider went up a local waterspout, but a rainstorm from the northeast came down and washed the spider out. Thanks to our local storm tracking team's prediction, the sun eventually came out and dried up all the rain, which enabled the itsy-bitsy spider to go up the spout again. And now it is time for the Taylor Treasure Box.
Okay, tell us a random fact about yourself.
I have to do an impression and you have to guess who it is. Okay. Oh, looky there. It's the moon.
Jimmy's doing
Yeah. That was horrible.
the way you moved your mouth.
What?
Oh, looky there. It's the moon.
Oh,
I can swing it down for you. And
Is it lasso?
Yeah.
The moon?
I'll lasso the moon for you.
I don't know.
Random fact about myself. I once raised tadpoles on my back porch that were eaten by a raccoon.
All right, there's a random fact about Laura.
Ta-da.
Laura 2020.
I tried.
Okay, so, you know, again, I hope you enjoyed these tips for our channel. If there's anything you'd like to go into more, we'd be more than happy to do that. And make sure to give this video a like and a comment. Make sure to subscribe. And after you subscribe, make sure to press the bell so you get all of our videos in your notifications box. But again, it's not our main goal. Just putting it out there if you want to do that. And we also have an Instagram if you'd like to check that out, at Taylor Treasures Official. And we'll see you next time. Bye. Hey guys, thanks for watching that episode.
Hey, you
If you'd like to
lasso
subscribe.
the subscribe box.
the subscribe
Go
box.
lasso the subscribe
You
box.
should.
I'm not even gonna try. It's not gonna go well. And
And
then there's a video.
There's a
Watch
video
that.
here if you'd like to watch
I
a
don't even know
random
what you're
video.
doing. You're not even close.
I
anymore.
know.
Lasso the-
I have to do the accent, and again,
I'm just turning into, I don't know. But we'll see you guys.
No, now you sound like Sean Connery. That's who you sound like.
Oh, I don't know what Sean Connery sounds like.
That's
so I
exactly
wouldn't-
what you sound like.
Well, guys, hope you enjoyed this video.
This is never gonna end. I'm never gonna stop talking, and this is gonna be the longest end box ever.